me. You didn't have to, but you picked me. It makes me want to kiss ya. Possession. Ah! Learn through your voice for your friends fun at parties. It's showtime. Hi BookTube, it's Missy, and today I'm here to share with you guys my most anticipated reads, part 2 for the YA books for January through July. Now, I know, it's October. When am I going to get to the other ones? And, no excuses. So I'm not even going to go there because life sucks right now and I just can't function. And, okay, one excuse. I'll give you guys one excuse. Being home for what, going on 8 months, me not really having to get out of my pajamas, even teaching. I've been teaching since the middle of August online, and I don't leave my house. Not really. I mean, every once in a while I'll drive to the grocery store or Costco, but typically, excuse me, this wig is super itchy. Typically, I don't drive anywhere. And so the more you're inside, the more comfortable you are, the less likely you're going to do stuff. Like, I feel so lazy. I try to clean as much as I can because I'm home, but it's like I don't want to. I don't want to. So, this month sucked. You know, normally I do a lot of Halloween videos, and I just couldn't even bother. And I feel so bad because it's literally like 2 or 3 days before Halloween and I'm finally posting this video. Gosh, I'm sorry. I'm wearing my, let me pan down. I'm wearing my, Beetlejuice shirt, and I borrowed this look from somebody online. I'll actually show you the picture. Hers is way better. I couldn't get mine to look like hers, but I did my best. So let's, oh my god, phone. So this is the, it's not even close to being the same, but that's the picture I was going with, and it took me ages. I guess I would have looked nicer with fake lashes on, because she definitely has fake lashes on in the picture. And she's also wearing her real hair. My hair's blonde. I could have easily have sprayed it, but I bought this wig, you know, especially for this, and in case I wanted to be the Joker. Yeah. Oh, I didn't get any green on my nose. She's got green. But I did do the, oh, you know what else I missed? I have purple on my neck. Oh well. Anyways, I did my best on that picture. I will leave, I don't even know who that chick is, but I'll leave the picture down below. Or if I can find the actual girl, I'll leave her down below so there's no like copywriting. Anyhow, I have 17 books to share with you guys. And again, this is for the YA books. This will be part 2. And yeah, most anticipated reads from January through July. I thought I had done this already, but apparently I did 2 adult versions and only 1 YA version. And I think I'll be done after this. I'm basically just going with Goodreads, and they had like 700 books that you had to look through for the entire year. And so I looked through 700 pages. And then so hopefully in November I will do August through December. So let's get started. I'm going to scoochy, this isn't my favorite spot because this is my good side. Yes. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel creepy and crazy in this damn wig. And of course the rotten teeth just makes it so much better. All right. First book is Little Creepy Things. This is by Chelsea Ichaso. I don't know. It's a YA thriller. I don't need to say YA. These are all YA. It's a thriller mystery. It's about a girl who kills her neighbor by a fire on accident. Her nemesis dies. An unknown number says we are in this together. I'm wondering if it's going to be kind of like I Know What You Did Last Summer. And by the way, you know, transparency here, I haven't watched that movie, I Know What You Did Last Summer. I've never seen it. I wasn't really big into the YA horror scene when it first came out. I think I was in my mid-20s maybe. I've seen Scream. I think I've watched the first one, absolutely the first one. I think I might have watched part of the second one. I never watched any more after that. I've seen all of the parody Halloween movies. But yeah, I've never seen I Know What You Did Last Summer. But what I think happened is it's going to be kind of like that, because a phone is leaving her messages saying that they know what she did. Yeah, so I want to know what happens after that. All right, and the next one is called, here we go, another picture, Harrow Lake. This is by Kat Ellis. I own one of her books. It's called Breaker. This is the cover here. I think it's got an owl on it. I haven't read her, but when I first started BookTube in 2014, I kind of went on a tangent and bought like every single YA thriller, mystery, horror book from Book Outlet. So I own like everything. So a lot of these authors that are continuously writing stories, I have like their earlier books and I still haven't read them, and it's, you know, embarrassing. But this is a horror book, and it's about Lola Knox, and she is the daughter of a horror director who is not afraid of anything except Harrow Lake. Now, I don't know if it's going to be like the Crystal Camp Lake, kind of like Jason, or if it's going to be some other kind of thing, but I always like reading about directors, like horror directors or horror, like horror writers, and then the people that are a part of their production or family members. I really like that. That's always like something that I just really enjoy. Anyways, that was number 2. Number 3 is called Below, and this is by Alexandria Warwick. This is book 1, so I don't know how many are going to be in this series, but it's an Inuit mythology inspired. Inuit meaning like not the Alaskan, like Arctic Native Americans. Those are the Inuits. This is a face stealer. The puppy has to A-P-A-A-Y. Here you go. I don't know. Has to save her sisters fall. Yeah. But must face a labyrinth, the monster, and a sinister girl named Yuki. Oh, that's right. So her sister's stolen, kind of like the Minotaur. Like there's a monster in the labyrinth, and the sister goes to go find her, and she has to deal with all these things. And then there's like a sidekick, like a fantasy anime sidekick called Yuki. And I think she tries to sabotage her the entire time she's trying to find her sister. But yeah, that is book 1. And then we have, I wrote these so long ago, so excuse me for having to reread, you know, the synopsis. Next we have Hold Back the Tide. This is by Melinda Salisbury. This teeth stuff's getting totally gross. It's a fantasy horror. I haven't written anything else under that title. I don't think I own anything by Melinda Salisbury, but I was interested in it, so there's that book. Next one is called Deep Water. This is by Sarah Epstein. She's an Australian author, and it's about a 13-year-old boy that goes missing and a friend searching for the truth. So I think what I remember reading from the synopsis, that nobody cares that he's missing, and so another 13-year-old boy, his little friend, goes searching for him, which I don't know how safe that is when you're 13, but that's what he does. And then we have Wranglestone. This is by Darren Charlton. This is book 1. Again, I'm not sure how many books are going to be in this series, but Goodreads said it was book 1. This is a post-apocalyptic horror LGBT about zombies. The people live in the middle of the national forest. Oh my god. This sounds so good. I already have it on my Amazon wish list. So, these people live on this island in a national forest in the middle of a lake. Like a big, big lake. And there's I don't know how many people. Let's just say there's 100 people that live in this town. Maybe 200. And every winter, they have to have a warrior come out. The I think that's what they're called. The Wranglestone is what the people are called. But every winter, the zombies can cross the lake because it's frozen. And so these fighters have to keep the people in the town safe. But, you know, during the rest of the year, the zombies can't enter and everything is, you know, happy-dory. But that's what that's about. And I think the main character is in love with the main warrior, and that's where the LGBT comes from. So it's a boy on boy, and I can't wait to read this because that sounds really, really cool. The whole zombies can't cross until it freezes. Like, I would have, everybody should be super, super nervous. Like, I'm hoping that I'm going to be, like, biting my nails. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I showed you guys this. I mean, it's really crap. It's crap, and I've had it for, like 2 weeks now. But I was trying to go for like the black, yellow, green of Beetlejuice, and then the purple, and then the stripes, and then a black. So, yeah. I'm so cool. And, yeah, I really want this book. The next one is called Sons of Fire. And this is by Tracy Auerbach. And it's about a demon's son has been sent to Earth to perform a task. But is that all? What is the father hiding? So there is, I don't know if it's like supposed to be the devil, but it is like a fallen angel. It's a demon or something, and his 2 kids are fighting. It's almost like Cain and Abel kind of thing. They're both fighting, and they're sent to Earth to compete in some kind of competition, but they're on it's also like a task. So if they complete all their tasks, then the one who does it all is the one who wins, maybe? The seat, like, they're the heir to the demon throne. But the dad is hiding something. They don't really know what they're fighting for or what they're competing for or really what the task is supposed to be for. And so I think the brothers, my guess, okay, my educated guess is that the 2 brothers are going to come together at the end and fight their dad. Be like, I know what you're talking about, guy, and we don't like you. So maybe. By the way, this is like not on the books, but look how ugly, okay, this wig is. It was under $20, which, you know, that's important because I'm not going to spend buku bucks on wigs that I only wear once a year. But whose hairline is this, right? It's so stiff and it's so low. I can't stand it. I can't stand it because my hairline is up here, you know? But I can't. But then you see like the brown of my hair. And I don't have a hairnet on because stupid reasons. Oh, it's kind of pink. Let me put that down. All right. Again, we're on a tangent. Let's see. So I'm interested in that because it's made of demons. Not made. It's about demons. I'm so excited. All right. Next we have the Opium and Absinthe. This is by Lydia King. She has, I think she wrote The Catalyst, but I've never read her before, although I've seen her name lots of times on BookTube and, you know, while perusing YA fiction. It's a historical fiction mystery of an opium addict. A girl who seeks the truth about her sister's death. Her sister has puncture marks on her neck, but can it really be vampires? That's what I want to know. I'm always about like drug-induced stories. I don't know why. I think it's funny, maybe, interesting. Drugs are bad. Don't do them. Thanks. Okay, I don't know, we're number 1. The next one is called Taking Down Evelyn Tate. And this is by Poppy Nwosu. Nwosu? Is the W silent? It's Nwosu. 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 I don't know. This is an Australian author, another one. And this is a contemporary book. I normally don't read contemporary, but it's like, I'll read contemporary if it's about mental health or like other things that happen, like a survival story. I don't read like romantic contemporary or like contemporary that's going to make me cry. I try to stay away from crying contemporaries. So this one is about Lottie is a bad girl when best friend Grace starts dating Evelyn, Lottie's nemesis. So this is a LGBT, decides to beat her at her own game. Lottie decides to be good for a change and realizes she's actually good at it. So Lottie is the main character. She has a reputation for being bad. Her best friend, Grace, starts dating a girl, her nemesis. Now they have to like get along because that's her best friend. And so she decides she's going to one-up this chick by being better than her. And then she realizes, oh, maybe I didn't need to be bad this whole time. I do pretty well as a good girl. So I just wanted to see what that was all about. The next one is called Escape. Wow, there's no X there. Escape Room by Maren Stoffels. This was rated really low on Goodreads. It was mostly 2 or 3 stars, but I'm always intrigued by YA horror. Like, I will give every single horror book a try, just because I like horror. Sometimes the cheesiest horror is the best horror. And so, yeah, it says, 4 friends decide to spend their evening in an escape room. You know the places that you go. I've never been, but they were super trendy a couple years ago. They're still around, but I don't know how much people go to them now. And in COVID, I'm sure it's closed. Anyways, they decide to spend their room there, and it's new to the town, but will they be stuck there forever? So, you know how you have like an hour, I think, in an escape room, and if you don't make it out, then the owner of the place or the people that work there open the door and they say, you suck and lose, blah, 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 try again next time. In this book, I think the kids they have to literally like fight for their life to get out of this thing, because I don't think they're going to be let out. They have to figure it out or they die. The next book is called The Glare, and this is by Margot Harrison. This is another horror. It says, 10 years isolated on a tech-free ranch with her mom, 16-year-old Hedda moves to Cali to live with her dad and stepmom, where she reunites with old friends and tries to be normal with technology. But then the nightmares happen again. So what's really strange, okay, so I see when I was reading the synopsis, I saw this. It said she's 16 but 10 years ago. So at 6, that was the last time she's ever seen technology. So much stuff happens in 10 years. So I don't know how this would work for her. She doesn't know anything about internet, cell phones, social media. I'm sure it's crazy, and it's a horror, so looking forward to that. But it says the nightmares happen again. So I know the mom took the daughter away because of the technology. That's what I'm guessing. And I think the nightmares happen because of the I want to know what happened. Okay, I'm so into reading this book. I just got re-excited. Do you guys ever do that where you're, looking at a movie and you forgot that you knew you wanted to watch it, or you knew you wanted to read a book, but you kind of forgot what it was about, and then you read the synopsis and you're like, oh my god, I want to read it right now. That's exactly how I feel when I go over these books again. All right, the next book is called The Oasis. This is by Katya de Becerra? Becerra? I don't know. It's a sci-fi mystery thriller horror. Lots of genres there. About 5 friends at an archaeological dig in the desert. I love stories that happen in the desert because there's such a survival kind of thing with it. Josh Malerman wrote a book that was in the desert. I can't remember what the title is called at this moment in time, but here's the picture, and I wish it was more scary, but I like the fact that it was in the desert. And then deserts make me think of like Egyptian stuff, and then I think of The Mummy, and I love The Mummy. It's one of my favorite movies from when I was little. Yeah, so I like the desert stuff. Where was I? Oh yeah, so 5 friends are in the archaeological dig. A sandstorm hits and they must find shelter. They come upon an oasis. So they're trekking, you know, blah, blah, blah. They come upon an oasis, and then everything is really weird after that. And then they're thinking, oh no, is this a mirage? Because I think the oasis has like food and water. And then I wonder if they end up like eating sand and drinking like urine. No, I don't think that's part of the book, but I'm curious to find out what it's all about. All right, the next book is called Strange Exit. This is by Parker Peevyhouse. Do I have one here? Oh yeah, here. The Echo is by Parker Peevyhouse. I still haven't read him yet. I really want to read him. This is a sci-fi thriller, again, another post-apocalyptic story about orbiting ships surrounding Earth after a nuclear event. People were supposed to go into a simulation to prepare them for the after the event, like how it would be on Earth afterwards. But they are now stuck in a virtual reality, and their bodies are stuck in stasis chambers. I like space, like horror, cosmic horror, things that are scary when you live in in outer space. That's always something cool. All right, next we have Grief Angels. Here, Grief Angels. This is by David Owen. It's a contemporary magical realism fantasy story. Owen loses his father and moves to a new town where he soon is whisked away to an otherworldly forest to go on a dangerous quest that promises to bring him understanding about his grief. Now, this kind of reminds me of what is it called? A Monster Calls? I haven't read... Story of my life. I haven't read A Monster Calls yet. I do own 2 different editions of that book. But this kind of reminds me of that. Like is the other world in his mind and he's processing grief that way? Or is it a real place that he has to process his grief? I'm looking forward to it. We did that one, Grief Angels. The next one is called The Waiting Mortuary series by L.V. Pyers. P-I-R-E-S, Pyers, like fires, Pyers, maybe? It's, anything that has to do with the mortuary, again, buzzword, love it. Okay, so there's 3 short stories. It's all like suspense, and there is The Waiting Mortuary, Vigil, Black, and Death Watch, and I'm looking forward to it. I've read a lot of short stories lately. I will do a wrap-up, obviously, at the end of the month, but I have enjoyed a lot of the stories that I've read. The next one is called Faradays Mirror by Scott Davis Howard, and this is about a man who invents an electromagnetic mirror that opens up to a twilight world of wonders and dangers, and he calls it Wonderland. Maybe I should have been Cheshire instead. I could have kept the yellow teeth. You know, it's a good thing about painted yellow teeth, this exaggerated yellow, that it doesn't matter how much coffee I drink and how yellow my teeth are in real life, because this looks so much worse. It's practically brown. All right. So another play on Wonderland. Yes, please. Yes. Yes. Oh my God, that was it. We're all done. 30 minutes isn't too bad. Yeah, so keep an eye out for possibly another video. I did do an unboxing. Like I pre-recorded this a few weeks ago. But maybe I'll just wait until November. That way it doesn't mess up the, you know, the trying to participate in Halloween. Yeah, maybe I'll just upload that next week in November. But I'm going to be filming my wrap-up video in my Halloween outfit. So I'll be doing that on Saturday. And I will probably be a little drunk when I do that video. So please excuse. I'm going to have friends, and then my son is going to... I'm going to have friends. God, that sounds desperate. No, or pathetic. It sounds pathetic, but I do have friends. I'm going to have the parents of my child's best friends over. So basically, they're my best friends too. I mean, I really like them. And we've been friends for years now. Isn't that what happens? Like, families come together because, you know, your kids' best friends. Then you meet their parents, and then their parents are awesome. So then you guys become best friends. I love that. So anyways, they're going to come over on Saturday, and we're going to have drinks and dinner and stuff while the kids hang out and be teenagers outside. Not trick-or-treating, but wearing costumes. I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah. What else? So that's it. I'm probably only going to have the 2 makeup videos. I do apologize. I bought several wigs, and I'm hoping that that I'll do better next year. This year just sucked. Everybody knows that. We're going to be using the phrase 2020, right? Like, oh, that was a 2020, right? So my bad. This was a 2020. Woohoo! All right. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for still being here on my channel. I never self-promote. I never self-promote my channel. I feel like if you want to be here with me, you'll be here with me. If you don't, you don't. And I have, because I've been here 6 years now, I've come to the point where I don't care anymore. Because I lost 500 subscribers, which probably were just bots. But I lost a ton of people at the beginning of this year, and it's just been slowly continuously going down. And I think it's just because I haven't been on a lot. But I don't care, because the people that I do have on here, I really, really like. I love all of you who comment on my videos. It makes me so happy. I feel like I have friends. I have friends, but more friends, because I don't have very many friends. I have 4 friends in real life. And I like having more friends because I like to talk, if you didn't notice. Okay, that's it. Seriously. Seriously. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you next time. Bye. I like ones that are bright and colorful. Bright and colorful are kind of the same thing. Although you can have colorful and dull. It doesn't have to be bright. My videos, my sister watched my video, my latest video last time. We just talked yesterday, and she says I ramble a lot. And I'm thinking, yeah, we're trying to get to the point here. But I'm not teaching you guys anything, and we're friends. And I feel like every time I was going to say sit down. I never sit. I stand. Well, that's not true. I sometimes sit. But today I'm standing, and I don't always ramble for long periods of time. I'll do it occasionally, sometimes, most of the time. I ramble a lot. All right, back to what we're talking about. Possession! Learn through your voice. For your friends. Fun at parties. That's what he does, right? Honk, honk, honk. Okay. Possession. Ah. Learn for your voice. No. Possession. Ah. Possession. Ah. Learn through your voice for your friends, fun at parties.